Q.
Good evening, everyone. We are here in Eagles ground number 1 for the Six Nation tournament played between England Protector and Nepali Gorkhali Rhinos. We have the umpires here with me, Mr. Bilal and Mohsin, and both the captains. Along with me is the co-presentator Pooja. So it's a toss time now. Would like to call? So Nepali Rhinos are flipping the coin. Heads is the call. Tails it is, and Nepali Rhinos have won the toss. Congratulations. So what would you like to do?
Would like to go first.
Any particular reason behind this thought?
Actually, we won the match in the first league match against Indian Warriors, choosing the field first. Actually, we lost the toss at that time, and I think we would like to keep this momentum in first and get more points in the point.
So this is the second match of yours. I believe you have been watching this tournament closely. You have won the first match. I'm sure you must be having some thought. You're playing the first time with the England team. They also have won the first match. So any particular thought behind, or probably any tactics?
See, there is nothing planned. We are going like each match. We are taking one match at the moment, so every match is a final for us because this is Six Nations and 6 teams are representing their country, so it's a tough tournament. And yesterday also I saw this tournament had like point restriction going on in each every team, so we are not taking lightly in any other teams. So we're looking forward to give a good fight back because England has won already with Pakistan, a strong team in this tournament, and yeah, I hope we keep our momentum ahead.
So the last question, what is the run that you think you want to restrict them?
Looking at the batting lineup, I think we can restrict them on the 170, 180 because the batting lineup is so strong and they can do any kind of things in the ground. I saw a few batsmen who have played in UAE from long time, and Mr. Farooq himself have played more than 3 decades in UAE, so we have experience. So we are not looking to go more than 200 runs and have difficulties while we are.
Thank you so much and all the best. Hard luck for the toss, Farooq bhai. If you are won the toss, what would you like to do?
No, it is a blessing in disguise, I would say. If I would have won the toss, then we already decided that we will land first because in the last match we chased. So, not to experiment, yes, we want to try how we are doing further, and same as we said for the match at
So you, as I said, you have won the last match, and seeing the pitch looks fresh and dry. So what is the score that you think your team would be looking out for?
We would look at, of course, 200 plus. And with that note, I would like to thank Mr. Shahzad and Nicholas Post for doing a wonderful job and this good tournament. Looking forward to playing some more of these.
Thank you so much and all the best. So team Nepali Gorkhali Rhinos have won the toss and they have elected to ball first. That's a great gesture by team Nepali Gorkhali Rhinos. A small token of memento to the opposite team captain.
थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौमै फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूका राजधानी स्वतन्त्र र अटल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छन् विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Welcome everyone for the sixth match of Six Nation tournament played between Nepali Gorkhali Rhinos, Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos and England Protector. So Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos had won the toss and they had elected to ball first. So they have invited England Protector for batting. So Farouk, the captain, and Shehzad Khan. That's played up in the air, straight above the bowler's head. Not too much of timing and power. Landing just inside the 30-yard circle, but landing on a no man's land. So both the openers open their account with a single here. So, and to start the proceeding, it's Raja Jamshed, the bowler. So it's a big appeal for leg before, denied by the umpire. So the ECB level 1 senior umpire, Mr. Bilal and Mohsin, officiating this match and the tournament. Once again, going for the slog sweep. It was a full length delivery, played it superbly, and that's a maximum coming from the bat of Shehzad Khan. Beautifully hit here. It's a pure timing, going on one knee and hitting it over square leg region for a maximum. So a good start for Team England Protector here. So it's a bit over-pitch delivery. Once again, it's an over-pitch delivery, takes an inside edge and goes to hit the off and middle stump. That's the first wicket gone for Team England Protector. And Shehzad Khan has to walk back to the pavilion, scoring 7 runs of 4 deliveries with 1 maximum. That's the first breakthrough, and Raja Jamshed in his first over getting the wicket of the opener. So 8 for 1 in the 5 deliveries ball of the first over. Ayub is the new batsman. He's playing his 158th match, a healthy average of 31 and a good strike rate of 146. So he would be facing the last delivery of the first over. He is a right-hand batsman, and Raja Jamshed on his mark, bowling over the wicket. That's a good line delivery. Played it toward the point region, but there is a fielder there. So a dot delivery to end the over. So 1 over, 8 for 1. Vishnu is the new bowler. He is a right arm medium pacer. Both the team in this tournament are playing against each other for the first time, but both the team have won their first game in this tournament, so both have 2 points each. This match we have to wait and watch how the result would be. Both have a strong side, both have a good batting lineup and bowling as well. That's a good line delivery, well left by the batsman, moving away from the batsman. Goes for a wide here, a wide signal by the umpire. So it's a power play which is going on. Two fielders can be outside the 30-yard circle, and the two fielders are deep backward square leg and backward point. Once again, a good, just a little over delivery. Batsman playing it towards the cover region, but there is a fielder. There's no chance of a run here. So Team England Protector have a balanced side, both youngsters and veterans playing for a long time. Immense experience in the side here. That's a short length delivery, just onto the shoulder height, well ducked by the batsman, goes straight into the keeper's gloves. A good directed delivery, I would say, from the bowler. So there is a good bounce on the pitch. So it's carrying nicely on to the bat, and once again, pitching it strong. There is a chance of a run out here, and yes, it is. What a throw and what a take by the keeper. Diving take and taking the bails out on time. And the batsman was way outside the crease, no doubt by the umpire. And that's the second wicket. Beautiful piece of fielding by both the fielder and the keeper. So the second wicket goes for Team England Protector here. Goes on 9. Amazing fielding display by both Danish Pasha and Ashab Hussain. Ashab Hussain, the keeper. So with this, the second wicket has gone down. Ayub has to walk back towards the pavilion, and he also has experience playing his 758th match. Already have 15,584 runs, healthy average of 26, and a strike rate of 148, close to 149. Once again, a good line delivery, but onto the pads. There is again a chance of a run out. If there would have been a direct hit, it would have been a close call. But a good running between the wicket, I would say. And once again, very good fielding display. A pure teamwork by Team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. They are very active on the field. We had noticed it in the first match. Now the second match, they are not disappointing anyone. Once again, a good line delivery. Moved away from the stumps. There is a chance once again. Shy at the stumps, but not on the target. So they take a quick single. The batsman moved a little bit away and played it towards the mid-off fielder. And they quickly went for a run here. It could have been a suicidal run, but at the end they made the ground comfortably. So the two runs in the two deliveries. Once again, a good line delivery played towards the point region. There is a fielder throw and shy at the stumps. Good backup by the mid-on fielder. There's no chance of a run here. So England Protector after 2 overs, 11 for 2. So Raja Shamshed comes back into the attack. The two fielders that he is taking outside the 30-yard circle is a deep fine leg and deep square leg. So he has a gully point, cover. That's a full length delivery, played it towards the mid-off fielder. Now they don't take a risk of a single here. So now they have cover point, they have short covers, they have mid-off, they have mid-on, they have short mid-wicket. So very attacking field. Once again, an over-pitch delivery, played it exactly at the same position. The fielder there doesn't make a mistake here, collects it cleanly, so no chance of a run here. So both the deliveries and over-pitch delivery. So it was in the slot for sure. Definitely the batsman would be thinking that he missed on the opportunity here. Once again, a bit over-pitch, played it towards the square leg area. There is a fielder. So a dot delivery. So good start of the over for Raja Jamshed. 3 dot deliveries to start with. That's almost a Yorkerland delivery, over-pitch delivery. That is what I was saying. Anything which is over-pitch in the slot, he could be punished, and that is exactly what happened. And with the likes of Farooq, who is a veteran, playing for 3 decades, as told by the captain of Nepal, he doesn't miss us much on such kind of deliveries. Played it straight like an arrow, and it goes for the boundary. Once again, no pitch, played it up and above the point fielder. The fielder running behind the ball, they will cut it off. Meanwhile, the batsmen take 2 runs. So this was intentional. He wanted to go a little big. So takes a leading edge, goes towards the point, just over the head of the fielder. And they take 2 runs here. So 6 runs coming off this over. Once again, an over-pitch delivery way away from the batsman and a wide signal by the umpire. So one more run added to the total in the form of extra. That's a slow delivery, made it as a low full toss. There's no power. It surprised the batsman for sure, but they take a quick single, good running between the wicket here. So that's the end of over number 3, 19 on the board.
Once again, back of a good line delivery. Batsman had to do just guide it towards the third man region, and the ball races toward the boundary. So a good shot. It was very intentional, opening the face of the bat, playing it exactly at the third man area. He knows that is the fielder inside the 30-yard circle. So if he misses the fielder, it will definitely race towards the boundary. Banged in shot. There is an appeal for caught behind, but nothing from the umpire here. It was a good delivery, well directed delivery, but there was a room for sure. And the batsman chasing the ball wanted to uppercut it, but missed, and the ball goes straight into the keeper's gloves. That's a good line delivery. Takes an inside edge, goes towards the short point region, but there is a fielder there. But they take a quick single. That's a slower delivery, a bit short, but the batsman was waiting for that, played it towards the extra cover region for a boundary. So 2 boundaries coming off this over, slowly but steadily. Yes, team England Protector changing the gaze here, going at a run rate of 6.86. In fact, 7.64 to be precise. Played it beautifully. There was a pure timing, but straight towards the cover fielder. So there's no chance of a run here. It traveled quickly to the fielder. And it's a dot delivery here. It's an over-pitch delivery, played straight toward the cover region. That is a fielder. But they take a quick single. With this, the score moves on to 29 of 4 overs. 10 runs coming off this over. So last two overs are good overs for Team England Protector. Resham is the new bowler who is bowling his 123rd match. He requires just 1 wicket to complete his 100 wickets. Slower, low full toss, straight towards the long on fielder. They take a single here, good throw, straight towards the stump. Once again, a slower delivery, swing and a miss, goes straight onto the pads. There was an appeal for LBW, but nothing from the umpire. It was going down the leg side. Good decision by the umpire. So we have both the senior umpires from ECB level 1, Mr. Bilal and Mohsin, officiating this match and the entire tournament. Once again, a slow delivery, played it up and above towards the deep square leg. The fielder Bisnulal, he had to cover a good distance running from deep mid wicket to cut it off, and they restrict the batsman to just 2 runs. That's a good line delivery, a slower, well played, played it towards gently towards the cover fielder Sanju, and they take a single. That's a good running between the wicket here. Once again, swing, but missed completely, goes on to hit the pad. That's a dot delivery here. That's played up. There is no power just over the mid-wicket fielder. And there's a slight misfield due to which they take 2 runs. So that's the end of over number 5. 34 for 2, going at a run rate of 6.8. The new bowler, Sushil Thapa, the 4th bowler that has been used by Team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. So he's a slow left-arm orthodox bowler, bowling around the wicket to Sachin Chabra. That's an just a off-pitch delivery, and the batsman playing it towards the long-on region, towards the fielder Vishal, and they take a single here. That's a loopy delivery just inside the batsman bat. There is an appeal for a stumping. Have to wait and watch. They have gone upstairs. So we have to wait what the 3rd umpire has to say. We'll wait for the result here. The keeper and the fielder seems to be very confident. The keeper Ashab Hussain. England Protector goes. The Farouk, the captain, has to walk back. Trying to play towards the point region, wanted to late cut the shot. Missed by the batsman. The new batsman, Salman Ali Pasha, once again with good experience here. That's a beautiful shot, played towards the cover region. There is the fielder cutting it off. Sanju, the fielder, and they take a single. So Salman Ali Pasha, as I was saying, he's playing his 146th match with the over 4,000 runs and very good average of 48 and a strike rate of 165. That's a loopy delivery onto the pads. The batsman wanted to play it over the mid-wicket region, missed it completely, and it's a dot delivery. Once again, a loopy delivery takes an outside edge, running it toward the third man region. The fielder will cut it off, just a single. Good over by Sushil Thapa. Five deliveries, just 4 runs and a wicket. That's a good delivery, well placed toward the cover region. That's fielder Sanju. He cuts it off and keeps it down to just a single. So end of 6 overs, 39 for 3. So Resham to continue his second over. That's a slower over pitch delivery. It goes straight to the long on fielder Vishal, and they take a single. Once again, over pitch delivery played straight towards the extra cover region. There is a fielder. Meanwhile, they take a quick single. Good running between the wicket here. So now the team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos have the liberty to have 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle after the power play. Once again an over pitch, once again at the same area, the fielder cuts it off, but they take a quick single here. Good running between the wicket, though it is a bit risky, but they are running nicely. So now they have 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, extra sweeper cover. We have long off, we have long on, deep mid wicket and deep square leg. That's down the leg side, missed by everyone, batsman, the keeper, and the ball running towards the boundary. So wide, plus 4 runs. So 5 runs added to the total in the form of extra. So the 4 fielders inside the 30-yard circle, they have gully, they have point, they have short covers, and fine leg. That's beautifully played towards a sweeper cover region. There is a fielder, he does it well. So he slides and stops the ball. Rohan is the fielder, and they put him down to 2 runs. It was a definite boundary, it was traveling quickly. Played it up, going straight to the fielder here. There was a chance for sure, but misjudged by the fielder. Raja Jamshed, the fielder, unfortunate for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. So it was coming straight to him, just on the side of the fielder, and he misjudged it and went for a boundary. What a shot here! Just opening the face of the bat, played it towards the sweeper cover region, and the second boundary coming back to back from the bat of Sachin Chabra. And Sachin Chabra quickly moves on to 21 of just 14 deliveries. And Team England Protector, after 7 overs, 57 runs. A costly over, 18 runs coming off this over, comes to an end. Sushil Thapa comes back into the attack. So he has the same field positions, no changes. Very slow in the air, loopy, straight towards the cover region. The fielder cutting it off. Just a dot delivery. Slog sweep here. Goes towards the square leg region. They take a single. So Sushil Thapa doing well so far. That's a quicker delivery. Well played, but there is a fielder for this position. And a good throw on one bounce straight to the bowler. Just a single here. So 7.3 overs, 59 for 3. Once again onto the offside. It was almost a Yorker delivery but a wide signal by the umpire, so one extra run added to the total. That's a beautiful delivery here, but just gently punched it down on the back foot, straight towards mid-off, and they take a single, comfortable single here. With this single, the score 60 for 3. In fact, 61, beg your pardon. Once again, going down the leg, going one knee, playing a slog sweep and goes for a boundary. So beautiful shot there by Sachin Chabra. He is doing the bulk of the scoring and turning the heat on for Team England Protector. He is batting on 26 of just 16 deliveries with 4 boundaries so far. That's a good delivery. Just punched it down towards the bowler. Dot delivery to end the over. So 8 overs, 65 for 3. 8 runs coming off this over. And a partnership building up quite nicely. 29 of just 17 deliveries. Happy is the new bowler, and he also have very wide experience playing his 431st match with 259 wickets, economy of 8 and the best figure of 6 for 12. Right hand onto the pad, that's a big appeal. But there is nothing from the umpire here. So there was a bat involved. It has taken an inside edge onto the pads and goes towards the fine leg region. They take a single. So Happy, the right arm leg break bowler. Very high arm action. Once again onto the pads here, you can see a bit of turn. The ball pitched outside the leg and coming in a bit. Batsman wanted to play towards the square leg region, takes an inside edge. So a dot delivery here. Played it towards the long on region. Vishal is the fielder. So I was talking about the action of Happy, a high arm action. Very interesting to see the release point just above his head. So he is releasing way above. Once again, see there is a release point just on his above his head, which gets him some turn and a bit of a bounce as he is a tall bowler. But if you release it above your head, you won't generate much of a pace, but definitely a bit of a bounce and a bit of a turn you can expect. So once again, a loopy delivery, beautifully picked up, played it onto the square leg region. There, the fielder from deep mid wicket had to make some ground, but the ball wins the race here and the boundary. signal by the umpire. Once again at the same position, but towards the mid-wicket area. The previous ball was almost onto the square leg region, so the fielder moved a bit wider, and this time played it towards the mid-wicket area for a boundary. So two back-to-back boundaries, and team score reaches 76 for 3 in 9 overs. Sachin Chab, he is batting brilliantly here. 6 boundaries from his bat so far. 35 of just 21 deliveries. That's well played all down the ground towards the extra cover region, and they take a single. So this is the last over from this end, from the commentator's end. That's again a loopy delivery. Once again goes on one knee, plays it up and above the square leg region, and that's gone for a maximum here. So beautiful batting by Sachin Chabra, and that's the first maximum coming from his bat. And he moves on to his 40s, 41 of just 22 deliveries. Once again, up in the air, there is a fielder, but he has to just wait and watch the ball sailing above his head. That goes for one more maximum. That's 2 sixes in a row. That once again onto the leg. He goes down on one knee, plays it beautifully over the square leg region for a maximum here. 3 back-to-back maximums. What a shot. And with this maximum, Sachin Chabra completes his 50. 53 of just 24 deliveries. 6 fours and 3 maximums. That was a quicker delivery onto the pad once again, just gently played towards the square leg region, and they take a single here, and the strike moves on to That's a good delivery, a good line delivery played towards the short cover region, and there is no chance of a run here. Good start for Rohan from the Eagle ground to end. That's an pitch delivery. Just opened the face of the bat, played it towards the third man region, went straight to the fielder there, just bouncing in front of the fielder, and they take a quick single. So one more run added to the total. That's banged in short, but there was not much of a bounce. Takes an inside edge. Good thinking by the keeper. He just gets his leg down on time to stop the ball, or else it was traveling towards the boundary. Once again, a good line delivery played towards the point region. There is a fielder there. It's a dot delivery. That's a low full toss, played it towards the cover region for a boundary. He is a good batsman to miss on such opportunity. It got a low full toss and he played it well. So with this boundary, the team reaches the 102 for 3. Played it down the ground towards sweeper cover region. There is a fielder there. He collects the ball and that's one run added to the total. So that's the end of over number 11. Good over. Even after a boundary, just 6 runs coming off this over. 103 for 3. So very healthy partnership so far, 67 of 35, in which Mohammad Salman Ali Pasha has contributed just 11 runs. Rest 56 coming from the bat of Sachin. That's down the leg side. The ball races towards the boundary for a 4 and a wide signal by the umpire. So 5 runs coming in the form of extra. Danish Pasha, the new bowler. He is a right-arm medium pacer, and the first delivery was a bit outside the leg stump. That's a good delivery just above the bowler's head. on the follow through, but it goes straight towards the long off fielder. So they take a single here. Once again, there is a fielder, but falling just in front of the fielder here. It was a low full toss, and he goes on one knees and plays it towards the wide square leg fielder, and it travels quickly, goes for a boundary, and the first boundary coming from the bat of Mohammad Salman Ali Pasha. 15 of 15 deliveries with one boundary. That's banged in short and well played by the batsman going on a back foot. And they take a single here. With this single, the score moves on to 114 for 3. That's played up. There is a fielder on one juggle. Takes the catch. What a catch that is. It was traveling quickly towards the curve region, and the danger man, Sachin Chabra, has to walk back. He scored 60 of just 30 deliveries with 7 boundaries and 3 maximums. So the partnership has been broken now. And the team score 114 for 4 in 11.4 overs. That's way outside the off stump, and that's a wide signal by the umpire. So one more run added to the total. The new batsman Faizan, the left-hander, now coming around the wicket. That's once again made a low full toss, and it's a no ball given by the umpire. So it's a free hit for Team England Protector and Faizan. It's a good thing to open his arm here. That's banged in shot, a beautiful delivery, well-guided delivery, and carries nicely to the keeper. So there's no chance of a run here. A bit expensive, but they have got the wicket of a danger man in this over. He played it beautifully over the long off fielder. Just a bit of off-pitch delivery and picked it up nicely, standing in the crease. No foot movement whatsoever. Pure timing and hitting it over the long off fielder for a maximum. So the over comes to an end, giving away 19 runs and getting the wicket of Sachin Chabra. For the first time, Team England Protector have gone past 10, the run rate. So current run rate at 10.17. There's a bit of a discussion between the umpire and the bowler, making sure that he doesn't run on the danger area on the pitch. That's a good line delivery, but equally well played by the batsman, opening the face of the bat and played it toward the gully region, and the ball races to the boundary like a bullet. So quickly the score goes on to 126, and the partnership of 12 of just 4 deliveries here. Mohammad Salman Ali Pasha, who was batting a bit cautiously. When Sachin Chabra was hitting freely, but now that Sachin has gone back, so now he is taking the onus on himself. Once again, bit over pitch, played it toward the point region. They go for 2 runs, not a great throw. So meanwhile, they take 2 runs here. That's being a bit cheeky, wanted to play it towards the fine leg region, seeing that there is no fielder, but takes a bottom of the bat. It was in the air for a bit. The keeper wanted to go for it, but could not reach on time. So the batsman survives. That's a good line delivery once again, played towards the sweeper cover region. There is a fielder, and they take a single here. So there is a change of field for left arm, left hand, right hand combination. So Faizan that was an over-pitch delivery, played it towards the long off region. There is a fielder, so they take a single, a good throw straight towards the keeper, one bounce. So that's the boundary to end the over. So once again, a costly over. 12 runs coming of this. So the team score 134. That's an almost a Yorker, but made it as a low full toss, goes on one knee and plays towards the backward square leg region, and they take a single. With this single, Mohammad Salman Ali Pasha moves on to 28, and Faizan batting on 8. Once again, almost a Yorker delivery. Played it towards the mid-wicket area. They are going for 2 runs. A slight misfield here. With this, they take 2. So Raja Jamshed, who was the first bowler who had got the breakthrough for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos, the captain showing some trust and giving the ball in his hand to get one more breakthrough. Swing and a miss and goes straight into the keeper's gloves. There's no chance of a run here. So a dot delivery. Once again, swing and a miss. It was way outside off stump. Wanted to play onto the leg side. There was no much of a foot movement. So not moving towards the ball. And the ball missing the bat completely. Goes straight into the keeper's gloves. A dot delivery. That's a beautifully picked up delivery here. So it was outside the off stump, and the batsman had to just go onto the back foot and play. Well done, Faizan. Faizan completed 10,000 career runs here. So a big round of applause for Faizan. With this, the score moves on to 144 for 4 in 14 overs. Happy comes back into the attack. So coming for the first time from ground number 2 and that's a slower in the air. Played it towards the mid-wicket area for a single. So coming around the wicket for the left-hander. So as I was mentioning about his action and the release point, very interesting to see, very high arm action, getting a bit of turn here. Once again, very slow in the air, but this batsman is too good for such kind of a delivery. Waiting for the ball, it was an O pitch and played it up and above the long on fielder for a maximum. Faizan is batting brilliantly here. That is the third maximum from his bat. No boundaries so far. So 22 of just 10 deliveries. This time, the release point, if you see, was much different. So he got some pace here. So, and the batsman guided it towards the third man region for a single. So now for the right-hander coming over the wicket. Once again, leaving it. There is a fielder, picks it up and throws it back. There is a chance of a run out. Good sent back by the non-striker batsman. If they would have gone for the second run, it would have definitely been a suicidal run here. So good fielding. Once again, slower in the air. He was waiting for this delivery, dispatched it up and above the umpire and the bowler, and the ball goes for the maximum here. So the second maximum coming of this over. So these two batsmen quickly getting a partnership of 37 of just 17 deliveries. Played it towards the mid-wicket area. There is a fielder there. They take a single. So end of over number 15, 160 for 4. A partnership of 46 of just 21 deliveries. Rohan comes back into attack way outside the off stump. Slightly off his delivery, but played it towards the long off field for a single. That's a beautifully played here. It was an over-pitch delivery. Goes on one knees and played it up and above the long on fielder for a maximum. They are now dealing in fours and maximum. And the score 167 for 4 in 15.2 overs. That's a good line delivery, well played towards the cover region, and the ball races towards the boundary. So one more boundary added to the total. So 171 for 4. And their current run rate is 11.03. This is a bother for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. These two are turning the heat on. 57 of just 24 is the partnership here. Gently played towards the mid-wicket area, calling for 2, but the fielder was quick enough. So they settle on just 1 here. That's played exactly between the long on and the cover fielder. So that's once again a boundary. Once again, a very costly over. 16 runs already of the 5 deliveries balled. So last legal delivery to be balled of this over. That's a full toss, takes an outside edge and ball races towards the boundary, third man boundary. So that's once again, a very costly over. 20 runs coming off this over. And the team score moves on to 180. So last 4 overs, it would be interesting to see how many more runs would be added in this total. That's almost a Yorker delivery. Good batting by the batsman, gets his bat down on time, and they take a single. Run, there's a good backup. That's played towards the cover region. There is a fielder there. There's a slight misfield. That's played up and above the wide of long off fielder. And the ball going for a maximum. Faizan, you beauty. You are dealing only with the maximums here. That's an edge. Did not carry to the fielder on third man here. And, they take a single, just falling a little short. It was an healthy edge. Low full toss, but there is a fielder. Just a single. That's banged in shot onto the body length here. So the batsman wanted to pull, but takes it on his body. That's a dot delivery. So good ball that by the bowler. So end of over number 17, 192 for 4. So Vishnu completes his 3 over. This over, they scored 12 runs. So 192 going at a run rate of 11.29. The last 3 overs to be bowled. Danish Pasha comes back into attack. He was a bit costly in his first over. He had given away 19 runs. So have to see how would he be doing on this over. So there's a slight change in field, and for a right-hander they have a deep square leg. They have long on. They have long off, deep covers and deep mid-wicket. That's a low full toss onto the leg side and guided it nicely, going on one knee for a boundary. Once again, an over-pitch delivery. Just played it towards the square leg area for a single. Good fielding and a good throw. Once again, played it, but there is a fielder just falling short of the fielder. There is a chance of a run out here. Good running between the wicket. They see there is a slight misfield and capitalizing on it. And they take a double. The score 199 for 4 in 17 for 0.3. Played it back to the bowler. There's no chance of a run here. That's once again played beautifully, but there is a fielder there. And that's a drop chance. It was comfortably going into his hand. He was exactly beneath the ball, both of his hand, but could not stick into his palm. And that's a chance goes begging here. So with this, Faizan completes his 50. Beg your pardon, sorry, both are on 49. That's a beautiful delivery onto his pads. That's a direct throw from the keeper and a big shout, but umpire says he has made his ground. So it's a leg bye given by the umpire. So 18 overs, 201 for 4. Raja Jamshed to complete his 4-over quota. Onto his legs, played it towards the fine leg region, and they take a single. With the single, Mohammad Salman Ali Pasha completes his 50 of just 34 deliveries. Well played and a good knock here. And on the other hand, Faizan, he is batting on 49 of just 22 deliveries, going at a strike rate of 222. That's played up in the air, going, and gone over the head of long off. And with this, the maximum, Faizan completes his 50, 55 of just 23 deliveries. What a knock here. He played brilliantly. 6 maximums coming from the bat of Faizan and 2 boundaries. And the score of Team England Protector goes up to 208. That's over-pitch delivery, looking for a Yorker, but ball landing in the slot. And the batsman had to just flick it towards the mid-wicket area for 2 runs. That's played towards the extra cover region. And there is a misfield and the ball goes to the boundary. So the score moves on to 214 for 4. That's a full toss delivery. Played it, but there is no power in that, no timing, and the ball going toward the square leg area, and they take 2 runs. Straight towards the long off fielder, and they take a single. 19 overs, 217. Very good score so far. Last over to be bowled, and they are bowling at. They are playing at 11.42. Danish Pasha comes back into attack. 2 overs. He has given away 27 runs and he has got 1 wicket. That's an edge, and this time the keeper does not make any mistake, and he takes a catch here. It was flying, it was traveling quickly, and Faizan has to walk back, but he played a brilliant knock here. 64 of just 28 deliveries, 3 boundaries and 6 maximum. So last over, first delivery, they get the wicket. The new batsman, Alv 333. That's the jersey number of Chris Gale. So he comes into bat. That takes an edge, goes towards the third man region. So 1 run, and Alva 33-33 opens his account. That's a good delivery. There is a fielder, but just sailing above the fielder here. What a shot, and that goes for a maximum. Beautiful batting by Salman Ali Pasha. The last over, he wants to have as much of strike as possible to get his team score past 232 to 35. It is definitely possible. Currently batting on 224. Once again, going on one knee, playing it on the square leg area, and a couple of bounces goes towards the boundary. Good try by the fielder there. He had to cover at least 20 yards, but unfortunately not getting his hand onto it. And 2 back-to-back boundaries, 1 maximum and a boundary here. So the team score moves on to 228, and Pasha 60 of 36 deliveries. That's once again over pitch delivery. There is a fielder coming underneath it, and he takes the catch. Just catch here, and Salman Ali Pasha has to walk back, scoring 60 runs. So last delivery has to come, and a new batsman will face the last delivery of this inning. Welcome back for the chase here. Team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos required 230 of 120 deliveries. The first delivery, there is a big appeal onto his pads here, going towards the fine leg area. So there is no signal from the umpire, which means now there is a leg by. So the first runs coming from a leg by here. So Danish Pasha and Mohsin are the two batsmen. And to start the proceeding, it's Johar Abbas, who is a right arm medium fast bowler. That's a good line delivery. Played it back to the bowler. A dot delivery here. Played it down on the ground, hitting the turf, had a bounce just over the point fielder, and they take a single. So Mohsin opens his account with a single. The score 2. Just onto the pads, played it over towards the square leg area, and the ball races towards the boundary. That's the first boundary coming for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. And so the score moves on to 6. So just to give you a gist, England Protektor, who were batting first, scored 229. 3 of the batsmen scored 50. Sachin Chabra 60 of 31, Mohammad Salman Ali Pasha 60 of 37, and Faizan. That's played up in the air, but there's no distance whatsoever. There is a fielder coming underneath it, and he takes the catch comfortably. That's the first wicket goes for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. He wanted to play it up and above the long on fielder, but he got the elevation but not the distance, and the first wicket bites the dust. So the third, I was telling England Protektor, the third batsman Faizan, who was batting brilliantly. He scored 64 of just 28 deliveries. So that was an eventful over, the first over by Johar Abbas, giving away 6 runs and taking the wicket. So Ayub is the new bowler, He is a right-arm medium pacer. He is playing his 158th match and already have 165 wickets under his belt. That's a loopy delivery. Batsman played it towards the long on region for a single. So new batsman Sanju, he is a left-handed batsman. Once again, slower in the air, played it up and above. There is a fielder coming underneath it. And he takes a catch comfortably. He was running behind. Was it the captain, Farouk? Yes, it is. No. So that's the second wicket bite the dust for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. They know they are chasing a big score, so they have to go from ball number one. And during this, they are making a mistake. So the second wicket bites the dust, and Sanju goes without disturbing the score. Ashab Hussain, the new batsman, the wicketkeeper of team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. Once again, very slow in the air. The batsman goes on one knees and played it towards the square leg area for a boundary. Once again, coming over the wicket, bowling in the same trajectory, and batsman doing the same thing, going on one knee, slog sweep towards the square leg area for a boundary. That's a bit better, a good line delivery, turning a bit, and the batsman plays it towards the mid-on area. There's no chance of a run here, a dot delivery. Once again, in the air, played it straight down the ground towards the long-on region for a boundary. So that's the third boundary coming from the bat of Ashab. So end of 2 overs, 19 for 2. A bit costly, but he took a wicket. Johar Abbas to continue. He is the right hand medium pacer. Bowling to Mohsin. That's a beautiful delivery, back of a good length delivery onto his pads. Played it towards the fine leg area. For a single. So now Ashab would be facing for the first time Johar Abbas. So the two fielders outside the 30-yard circle, deep third man and deep square leg. That's an open delivery, swing and a miss here. The ball goes straight into the hands of the keeper. So it nearly takes an edge. The batsman lucky enough. A brilliant piece of bowling here by Johar. Quite a good pace. Once again, back of a good length here. And batsman not taking too much of a risk, just stopping the ball. So a dot delivery. That climbed onto his waist height. So he just slightly played it toward the fine leg area, but there is a fielder. So a dot delivery once again. So goes straight to the keeper. There's a good over by Johar Abbas so far. Just one run of his 5 deliveries. Ashab not taking too many risks of him. He wants to see his over. Once again, a good line delivery. Just played it towards the final leg area for a single. So the score moves on to 21 for 2 in 3 overs. A good over by Johar Abbas. Just 2 runs of this. So 2 overs have been bowled by Johar, giving away just 8 runs and 1 wicket. Mohammad Salman Ali Pasha, the new bowler. He is a right-arm off-break bowler. Coming around the wicket for the left-handed batsman. And he has a deep mid-wicket and long on. The 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. That's a short delivery, played it between the point and gully, bisecting to the two fielders, and the ball racing towards the boundary for a 4. So Ashab Hussain targeting the spinners. And this was a bit loose, a shot as well as some room. Once again a short delivery, once again played exactly between these two fielders, and once again the same result, 4. Once again a short length delivery. I believe he has taken inside edge. Have to wait and watch. It's a bye signal by the umpire, and the ball races towards the boundary. So nevertheless, 4 runs has been added to the total. So 3 boundaries in the 3 deliveries. So it missed the batsman, it missed the keeper, and straight away goes on to the boundary. That's a quicker delivery, but down the leg side, and it's a wide signal by the umpire. So 1 more run added to the total. Once again, down the leg side, that's a wide, so a bit wavered by the bowler here. That's a loopy delivery. The batsman was not expecting it. He was thinking that would have been a bit quicker one, but this was almost a Yorker length slow delivery. Wanted to play towards the offside, missed completely, and as the saying says, you miss, I hit, and the middle stump being uprooted. So wicket number 3 for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos, 35 for 3. The new batsman Raja Jamshed, who is playing his 174th match, 4,728 runs with an average of 32 and a strike rate of 194. That's a very good strike rate. That's played up in the air. There is a fielder coming underneath it and he drops the catch. He misjudged it a bit. He went a bit behind and then he went forward when he saw the ball is not coming to him. So that's fortunate for the batsman. Raja Jamshed survives. Played on a miss, wanted to play it onto the offside, goes underneath the bat. It's a dot delivery to end the over. So end of over was 36 for 3. That's a good delivery onto his pads, pushed it towards the cover region for a dot. So Johar Abbas bowling his third over. So he has been brilliant so far in 2.1 overs, just 8 runs. That banged in shot, equally well played here, just opening the face of the bat, guiding it towards the point region for a boundary. So Raja Jamshed gets his first boundary. Moving away and just pushing it towards the short mid-wicket area, and they take a single. With this single, the score moves on to 41 for 3 in 4.3 overs. That's onto the pads, a big appeal here, umpire not moving, and so a dot delivery here. That's a beautiful delivery, hitting the deck hard and carrying to the keeper nicely. So once again a dot delivery. Johar Abbas is bowling some superb overs. Currently 2.5, just 13 runs and 1 wicket. That's an over-pitch delivery onto the pads. Once again an appeal. Once again same result by the umpire, nothing. So a dot delivery to end the over. So end of 5 overs, 41 for 3. So the last over of the power play in progress. They are going at a run rate of 8.2 and the required run rate is 12.6 with each over. The run rate, required run rate is creeping up. That's played up in the air. There is a fielder there. This time he doesn't make any mistake. Sits comfortably beneath the ball and takes the catch. That's the fourth wicket bites the dust for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. And Raja Jamshed, who survived the first delivery, has to walk back. He scored 6 runs of 4 deliveries. So 5.1 overs, 41 for 4. Mohammad Mohsin, the fielder, he would be the relieved man because he had dropped the catch when he was on 0. But he did not make much of a damage here, just 6 runs, and he takes the catch of the same batsman. So 41 for 4 in 5.1 over. That's pushed it. There's no intention of run here. So Mohammad Salman Ali Pasha gets 2 wickets in his 1.2 overs, giving away 11 runs. That's a beautiful delivery. Played it towards the third man region. The ball is racing towards the boundary, and he gets his first boundary. The new batsman, Bishal Kuwa. And no pitch delivery played toward the cover. A big shout by the non-striker. Good calling here. So it could have been a costly run. So a dot delivery. So good block by the batsman here. So a dot delivery once again. Once again, a beautiful trajectory, a dot delivery to end the over. So that's the end of the power play. So 45 for 4 going at a run rate of 7.5 and the required run rate is 13.21. The required run rate slowly but steadily creeping up. So now the team England Protector has the option of having 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So the new bowler, Mohsin, Mohammad Mohsin, he is a right-arm leg break bowler. So the captain heavily relying on the spinners here. That's a beautiful, but onto the pads here, almost a Yorker length. Played it straight towards the long off region. So they take a single. So now Bishal Kumar on the strike. Oh, good delivery down the leg side. Pushed it towards the square leg region for a single. So Mohsin now bowling to Mohsin. That's in the air, but definitely falling in the no man's land. They're taking 2 runs, a good running between the wicket, chance of a run out here. But they saw the fielders being a bit slow, and they're capitalizing onto it, and they take a 2 runs. With this, the score moves on to 49 for 4. Wanted to late cut it. There is a chance of a run out here if the throw is good enough. No, they take a single. It was in the hand of the point fielder. With this single, team Nepal score moves on to 50 for 4. Pretty straight towards the cover region. There is a fielder, and there's no chance of a run here. So the required run rate is rapidly moving up. What a spin here. Ball landing on leg stump and missing the off stump. What a turn here and what a bowling. The batsman having a big swing, misses it completely, and the keeper collects the ball with ease. 50 for 4 in 7 overs. 7.14 is the current run rate, and required has gone up to 13.85. Swing and a miss here. Again, it was slower in the air and been a little bit over-pitch delivery. Once again, slower in the air, but he had a late cut. It goes towards the extra cover region, and that goes for a boundary. So with this boundary, Vishal Kumar gets his first boundary, 5 of 8 runs. I beg your pardon, Mohsin gets his first boundary, 11 of 13 runs.
Once again, a loopy delivery and wide given by the umpire. Played it towards the cover region. There's a fielder there. No chance of a run. Batsman going away and played it towards the mid-wicket area. They take a single. There was a chance of overthrow. Slower in the air and a big appeal, but nothing from the umpires. Well left by the batsman and a white signal by the umpire. One more run added to the scores. Played it towards the short cover region. There's no chance of a run. So end of over number 8, 57 for 4. Team Nepal Gorkhali is a bit of a bother here. That's the full line delivery. There was a chance of a catch on the follow through by the bowler. But he just got a finger onto it. Played it towards the cover region. Has no power. They take a single. Well played towards the longer off region. They take a single again. Singles definitely won't hurt for England Protectors. Swing in a miss. The keeper collects the ball. Played it toward on his pad. It's a inside edge. And no runs here. The ball stays down and goes to the keeper. So a top delivery to end of this over number 9. With this over 60 for 4. The required run rate have cost 15. Beg pardon. Slow run air takes an outside edge. Plates toward the third man region and take a single and no ball called by the umpire. So it's a free hit. Mohsin to face the free hit. very high in the air. There's a fielder at the mid wicket and just a single. That's a good delivery and almost a yorker. The batsman does it well. They take a single. Once again slower in the air. So bit of turn after the ball pitching and no chance of run. Once again moving away, played it towards the square leg region for a boundary. Again a slower delivery, played it towards the point region for a boundary again. Two back-to-back boundaries. That's a quicker delivery. Get the bat down on time. It's a taut delivery. So there's the end of 10 over, 72 for 4. We'll have a short little break. They take a single. Well left by the batsman, and wide given by the umpire. It was away from the off stump. Once again well left, and wide again given by the umpire. So now he moves all over the comes to the wicket. So play this toward the fine leg area. So there's a fielder there. No chance of run. Going on one knee. Played it towards the square leg area for a boundary. A good shot by Vishal. A Yorker delivery. That's out. So LBW given by the umpire. So that's the wicket number 5. Goes for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. So now Resham comes to the attack. Once again onto the pad. Well flicked by the batsman. And they take a single. Onto the pads again. Well played by the batsman. goes towards the deep square leg area for a boundary. So end of 11 overs, 84 for 5. Ayub bowling his last over. Once again, slower in the air. It is very difficult to pick up such bowler. They are very deceptive. Coming down the track, played up on high and fonding on no man's land. coming down the track, played it toward the mid-wicket. The fielder there and missed the catch. It's a 6. A good shot. Shot by Resham. First maximum from his bat. In 12 overs, 92 for 5. That's a beautiful shot. Played it over the mid-wicket area for a maximum. Now coming around the wicket. Onto his pads. There's a fielder, but he drops the catch. So the batsman survives. Mohsin is the batsman. Way down the left side, a wide given by the umpire. Once again onto the left side, played it toward the fine leg for a single. Played it over the long on fielder. He drops the catch. Mohsin survives for twice in this over. Played it straight back to the bowler. No runs. Played it towards the fine leg for a single. So end of 13 over, 103 for 5. And the required run rate has crossed its 18. Played it towards the long off, taken a single. That's a short delivery. Played up and above the umpire. There's a fielder there. Just a single. That's a wide delivery. Salman Ali Pasha is the bowler. Played it toward the mid-wicket area for a single. With every delivery, the required run rate is creeping up. Onto the left side, missed by the keeper. Wide +4 run. Once again onto the left side, and a wide given by the umpires. Played back to the bowler. Good fielding on his follow-through. A taut delivery. Played it up and above the long-on fielder for a maximum. Good job by Mohsin. Sliced it. There's a fielder. An excellent catch. He had to dive in front and takes a brilliant catch. Mohsin has to walk back to the pavilions. So he has got a 3 chance before. This time, unlucky. Played it on the fine leg. There was a chance of a run out. Onto the legs. Wide given by the umpire. So Farooq is bowling off his 3rd over. Played it straight back towards the long on region. They take a single. So now Sushil Thapa comes on strike. And he'll be facing his first delivery. It's a wide given by the umpire. Again, it's wide by the umpire. Sushil Thapa is a left-handed batsman. On to his pads. Played it towards the fine leg. That's a wide given by the umpire. So wide plus 1 runs. Played it straight. And the fielder cuts it off. Takes a single. Swing and a miss. That's a taut delivery. Going on one knee. Wanted to play towards the fine leg. Gets the leading edge. No chance of a run. So end of 15 overs, 127 for 6. And the required run rate had gone around 20. It was an excellent Goodland delivery. Went it nicely onto the hands of keeper. So wide given by the umpire. Way down the left side. New bowler is the Abdul Rahman. Played it towards the gully region. And they take a single. That's a good lane delivery. Played towards the cover. Small misfield. And they take 2 runs. The back of a good lane delivery. There was a top edge, but it didn't carry it to the bowler. Once again, a good lane delivery. A good pace carries nicely to the keeper. Played it toward the fine leg and take a quick single. There is a misfield, overthrow, and gets 2 runs. Direct throw, but denied by the umpire. So batsman survived. With the 16 over, score moves on to 133 for 6. That's a good shot towards the point region. They take a single. Coming down the track, there was the chance of stumping, missed by the keeper. Usman Ali is the bowler. Played it towards the point region. Gently all around the ground. And they take a single. Swing and a miss. A dot delivery. For the first time, there is a slip. Played it towards the cover. There is a fielder there. No runs. That's a swing and a miss. Batsman moving away from the stamp. And it's a dot delivery to end of this over. So last 3 overs left. That's a big shot. And they take 2 runs. Played it beautifully towards the point region. They take a single. Played it down the ground for a single. Good bowling by Usman Ali so far. Coming down the track, played it toward the square leg area. Just a single. A good lane delivery onto hits pads. A taut delivery. Beautiful shot. Played it towards the point region. But there is the fielder. Just a single to end the over. With this over, 141 for 6. Swing. And there is the fielder. Just bouncing in front of him. Just a single. Coming down the track. Played toward the square leg area for a single. A good shot played over long of area for a maximum by Sushil Thapa. Moving away and played over the bowler's head just for a single. Good shot. Got over the wide long on area for a 6. Now they are playing for the run rate. They need to have maximum run. Played it towards the long on area for a single. 157 for 6 in 19 overs. A good shot, but there the fielder wonder. 1 run more added to the scores. Swing and a miss, but take a 1 run here. What a beautiful shot, but there's the fielder and he takes a comfortable catch. Now the batsmen have to walk back. Resham scores 30 off 29 deliveries. So played it down the ground. Vishnu is the new batsman. What a shot! But there is the fielder and he takes a catch very comfortably. A brilliant catch. Happy is new batsman. Played it up and above the point. And takes 2 runs. And that's the end of the match. England Protector is the win by 68 runs. Thank you so much.